Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans. My husband is Alan Evans, and he's sitting right beside me.
A-Train in the house.
You know, I've noticed we've been posting more on social media again, honey, and we seem to sit so far apart. It's like, I remember when my brother and I went to like Olin Mills or JCPenney or Sears or wherever they had, us get our pictures taken as children. And they would make us sit like face to face so close to each other. And we felt so weird. And then when you and I did our first couples photos together, remember with that Randy photographer? And he kept telling us to get closer and get closer. And we're like, this feels so weird. And we wouldn't do it. And when the pictures came back, it looked like we were sitting 10 feet apart. That's the way our social media looks. I think we need to sit closer together when we do these podcasts.
When Kelly's referring to our social media, I think she's referring to the YouTube video.
The YouTube video, which then is used for Instagram and Facebook.
Good call.
Why is that a good call?
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, like I said, we're back on YouTube.
Yes.
For those of you who've missed the memo. I know not everybody listens to every podcast, but for the longest time, we could not get YouTube to work. And then suddenly it started working again through no fault, rhyme, reason. It just did. So we just, like I said, we need to sit closer together. That was probably a pre-production note we could have had.
Pro tip. If you're ever taking photos, always stand closer to your co-subject than you think you need to.
I just said all that.
I know, but I just summed it up for everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
See how I just summed it up?
I thought you were adding information.
See how I just summed it up in like 3 seconds?
Okay, but I was painting a picture.
Yeah. Amen.
One of us is a storyteller.
Amen.
One of us is a storyteller who is dealing with
theater of the mind. Amen.
Longest lingering, non-cold cold of my life.
I mean, did you catch the bubonic plague back in the 1600s or what? I was thinking today, do I have walking pneumonia as I'm driving? I'm simulating driving with one hand and talking with my microphone in the other as I do when I drive. Maybe I have got walking pneumonia or something. Where's it walking?
Now it's like people say, you walk around with it. You're not bedridden.
Did you get bit by a flea?
That's not how you get walking pneumonia.
That's how you get the bubonic plague.
But I've got like all this stuff, slow build to a cold, never materialized. And then suddenly I started coughing. And now I've got all this phlegm in my lungs. I know we have a nurse listening, Nurse Laura listening with her beautiful boy, Grayson.
Yeah.
If they're still here after, that start.
What?
But I mean, do I have walking pneumonia? I have something, because add this to the list of ailments, show secretary Andrea Dowling
Gullidge.
But I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
But I took to the bed today.
Oh.
After lunch, I took to the bed. I have a list of things to do, a mile long.
Well, last podcast was, we were in the Kid Craddock Morning Show studios, nationally syndicated, talking to Dr. Ty. We both went to the doctor today. Kelly had a follow-up appointment.
Well, my first appointment.
Your first appointment.
Wasn't my follow-up.
Well, you kind of got diagnosed. You had some stuff going on air. She actually remember? Because I said, what if I knew somebody who was in her 50s?
Diagnosis.
It's a diagnosis.
It was just
conversation. Whatever. Just tell everybody what happened when we got to the doctor's office. What was the first thing that happened?
Well, if you listen to last week's podcast with Dr. Suzanne Ty, she has really, let's just give her credit where credit is due. Sit closer to me, honey. You're too far away. She saved our marriage. Look, see how Alan listened to me immediately when I said that? If you're watching on video, he didn't budge. Maybe we need to go back and see Dr. Suzanne Ty for further marriage counseling.
I'm just used to it by now.
Just sit closer to
me.
Any
orders that are barked at me, I just immediately
come running. Act like you like me.
I just come running.
And sit closer to the camera than me so I look smaller than you. Anyway. So she did, she is still a dentist, but she decided to focus solely on people who have sleep apnea and sleep disorders. Anyway, DFW Sleeps.
Yes.
DFWsleeps.com. Anyway. So Alan had to go in today because he was picking up a new mouth appliance because she makes adjustments. It's an ongoing process. It's not like one time you get your appliance or CPAP or whatever it is you need and you're done. She keeps tabs on you and makes sure it's still working like it's supposed to. Do we need to adjust it? Do we need to crank it up or crank it down? Whatever. So anyway, Alan had that appointment today. And I had my initial appointment. And basically, she just asked me a lot of questions about my sleep habits. And for me, I've always said, I think my problem is I don't get enough sleep. It's quantity, not quality. It's quantity.
This isn't where I thought we were going, but that's okay.
Where
Keep
do you think I was going?
I was talking about when we first got there.
Oh, you were lost?
Yeah.
Oh, when we first got there.
I don't think we needed to go into our entire doctor's appointment.
That's what you meant.
No.
Well, we need to communicate better again.
Yeah.
We need marriage counseling.
Well, I said when we first got there.
Well, then if you want the story to go a certain way, then you tell it, because I don't know. I can't read your mind.
But it's funnier if you tell it.
Alan got lost. So he has the literal worst sense of direction of any person,
been there several
any man.
times. I've been there several times.
He's been there several times. As you know, I'll never forget the day we've been to church.
What?
We'd been married a year, going
What?
to church at the same church every Sunday for a year, and got lost going to church, which was 2 miles from the house. When we used to live on the other side of the tollway.
Oh.
You know you did. You got lost going to church. We'll send Alan to go get not Buffalo Wild Wings.
Chipotle.
Wingstop.
Oh.
Wingstop is literally on the other side of the tollway from our house. You just go straight, turn left, turn right. It's right there. Alan ended up 10 miles away.
I did. I was in
How?
I don't know. I was in Little Elm. How do I get to Little Elm? I'm looking around and I see a water tower. It says Little Elm.
So I trust Alan knows.
How am I in Little Elm?
I trust Alan knows where we're going.
I was just trying to pick up Fruking Wingstop.
And I know where the sleep clinic is. I have not been, but I've driven by it. But Alan likes to take these back roads, cattywampus ways, because he thinks he's Mr. Navigation.
No,
and so he's
not
going
true.
all this back way. And we pull up to a
Misrepresented.
building and we park and we go in and he starts looking around like he does. And I'm like, I don't know where we're going. And he's like, I don't think this is right. This isn't this. And he goes out in the parking lot, hand on hip, looking from the left to the right.
Come on.
Am I lying?
No.
And so he's like, and then he goes into the parking lot and looks at the building again to make sure we're at the right building. And we are. And he's like, oh, it's on the other side of the building. So we're in the right building at least, just on the wrong side of it.
What's the matter with me?
I don't know. You have no sense of direction.
Who's most likely in, say, fast forward 20 years from now? I'll say 20, 30 years from now. Who's most likely to have the text dot have to issue a silver alert?
Out of us?
Yeah, out of me or you.
Well, you know I'm going to lose my mind. I am on a bullet train to dementia.
Don't say that. That's not funny.
Oh, but getting lost and needing a silver alert is hilarious.
That's seriously not funny.
Needing a silver alert is hilarious. Ask the families who need one.
Well, getting lost is kind of funny.
Not when you need a silver alert. That means you are lost.
As long as they recover the person.
So I'm sorry, I'm insensitive, but Mr. Silver Alert is the sensitive one.
You're very insensitive.
All right. Anyway, so we get to Dr. Suzanne, and she's so funny. Anyway, so we're in there, and she's just asking me, "What do you want?" I said, "I just want to feel better. I've lived tired my whole life." But it's my own fault. Like last night, I knew at 9 o'clock, I am so tired, I need to go to bed. And I didn't go to bed till almost 11 o'clock because I just don't go. So anyway, that's one of the things.
So right before Kelly went to bed, she pointed to me at this box, and in the box were 2 bags of potato chips.
No.
I thought they were potato chips, but they were some kind of
cheese puffs.
Cheese chipotle cheese puffs.
They were smoked
cheese chipotle cheese puffs. And right as she's going to bed,
They're amazing, y'all.
She goes, "You ought to try some of these. They're pretty good." And I'm thinking, I'm good. I'm eating healthy. I'm not going to eat those cheese puffs.
Please, when did you start eating healthy? Hold on, I got a bag. I'm going to go get them because I want to make sure we give them credit. These are amazing.
Yeah.
And this is hashtag not an ad.
Yeah, hashtag not an ad.
I'll be right back. You keep talking, honey.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Or is that a direct order? Are you going to comply?
Yes.
Okay. You are going to love Legacy Box. You know, becoming a parent changes how you look at memories. While we're savoring and saving every moment with our kids, suddenly you start to realize a lot of important memories from our childhood. They're trapped on VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, photo albums, crammed into boxes labeled "Do Not Throw Away" and shoved into an attic. Those are at risk of being destroyed by heat, moisture, disaster, time. And once they're gone, they're gone. That's why you need Legacy Box now. They're the world's largest digitizer of home movies and photos. And the process is so simple. They send you a Legacy Box and you fill it up with old VHS tapes, pictures, film reels, slides, DVDs, whatever you've got. Their team in Tennessee carefully digitizes it all by hand. They send you back the originals plus digital files on the cloud, or a thumb drive. Ordering a legacy box is one of the best things I've done for my family, because now instead of just telling my kids about that crazy vacation I took to the mountains when I was a kid, I get to show them and relive it with them. And right now, during Legacy Box's Father's Day sale, you can save big while preserving your family's history. Visit legacybox.com/sandwich to get started today. That's legacybox.com/sandwich. It's the little things that make a big difference in how I feel. Now, for me right now, it's about stretching. I didn't realize how stiff I was until I started doing it. I love when I can stretch a little further than before. It makes me feel refreshed when I'm done. And you know, a little makeup refresh can make all the difference too with Thrive Cosmetics, my go-to clean makeup routine year-round. Now, of course, their brilliant eye brightener and Stella champagne is always in my makeup bag. Actually, I need to reorder more. I'm almost out. But it comes in 32 shades, and the Shenna Mint Green Shimmer looks really fun for summer. Their Empower Matte Precision Lipstick Crayon, it's really amazing. It gives you a beautiful color that lasts without feeling dry. They have 18 buildable shades, and I love the Dusty Rose Kaisa color. I think that's how you pronounce it. But the best part, for every product you buy, Thrive donates products and funds to help communities thrive. So far, they've given over $150 million in products and cash to over 600 giving partners. This is beauty with purpose. Amplify your summer look with Thrive Cosmetics. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/sandwich for an exclusive 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/sandwich. I don't think I've ever talked about it on this podcast before, but one day I was walking past the windows going upstairs and I noticed this greasy cooking smell. You know what I mean? It turns out it was our blinds. Something about the sun was breaking them down over the years. And who knows how long they were there before we bought our house. We needed new blinds bad, and that's what led me to 3-Day Blinds. I absolutely loved how easy they made the whole process. They send a professionally trained design consultant to your home. It's a free, no obligation, same-day quote. And they've got thousands of options to fit any budget and style. It's not just blinds. They've got shades, shutters, drapery too. 3-Day Blinds even has those motorized smart blinds that work with Alexa. Those are so cool. They take all the measurements. They handle the installation too. And it's perfect because I'm not handy. And what a difference it's made. This is an upgrade that makes your whole house feel refreshed and polished without having to do a big renovation. Right now, get quality window treatments that fit your budget with 3-Day Blinds. Head to 3dayblinds.com/sandwich for their buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to dayblinds.com/sandwich. One last time, that's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to the dayblinds.com/sandwich.
So Kelly goes to bed. I rip open this bag of cheese puffs and I try one. Guys, these things melt in your mouth. It was like, so it was, you know, it's like that stereotypical, it's like crack cocaine, right? So I'm like, I'll have one more. I eat the entire bag and then there were like 4 left.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
literally, when I get
so this
morning,
is the point of no return. I'm like, okay, am I a total fat A? And do I just eat the entire bag? Or do I try to save a little bit of face and leave a couple?
He literally left like 4.
I left
when
4.
I woke up this morning, again, like I said last week, it's like a raccoon has been in the kitchen.
Whoa.
I opened the bag. There's 4 left. And so I just, pop them in my mouth and leave because they're so delicious. But it's called Low and Slow. They are hickory smoked barbecue rub cheese puffs. The bag that Alan ate was the jalapeno flavor. They are literally, they're so good. And this lady, she's a listener of the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and her husband is the one that invented these and just got them into Walmart. And
not an ad.
No, hashtag not an ad. They are just so good. Who would have thought? Because we're in Texas. The barbecue is Texas the barbecue capital of the United States or of the world? I'm not 100% sure.
I'd say so.
But let's see.
Here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. Low and slow. Real wood. Real smoke. Hickory smoked barbecue rub cheese puffs. In your hand right now might be the closest you'll get to your favorite barbecue joint all day. The aroma, the smoky taste, and everything else that makes your mouth water just thinking about it is why we created the first cheese puff actually smoked, like with real smoke.
He's actually reading the back of the entire bag.
This isn't AI. From real hickory wood, and then covered in our secret rub that took us years to get right. Because unlike all the other barbecue snacks out there, we believe the only respectable way to make barbecue anything is to smoke it low and slow. Jared and Paul, co-founders, chip masters. Jared and Paul, the kid, A-Train, had his arm in the bag last night. I took down it's only 6 ounces, okay? It's only 6 ounces.
Because it's a big bag.
It's mostly air.
No, it's not.
It's mostly air.
Alan.
No, a cheese puff.
Oh, yeah, but the whole bag is not mostly air.
The bag is full. Keep your hands off my bag.
Y'all, the bag from the empty bag with the jalapeno is in the trash can now. Every time you open the trash can, smoke.
Yeah.
The smoke smell.
Yeah.
But let me just say, Alan left 4.
Yes.
Because he didn't want to look like a pig and finish the entire bag.
Yeah.
Amount of servings per container, 6.
Oh, no.
6 servings
You're not
per
gonna
container.
Throw me on Front Street.
So you ate 6 servings at 150 calories per serving. 600, that's 900 calories.
600.
But you know what? That's not really that bad for an entire bag. That's really not that bad.
Now, I will say.
So anyway, hashtag not an ad, but if you're in Walmart and see them, try them. You will not be sorry. They're very, very good.
They were phenomenal. But I'll tell you, I was kind of burping it this morning.
You ate an entire bag of smoke.
I could smell it like coming out of my pores.
Well, that happens when you indulge in things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but great.
Back to sleep.
Good.
Yeah, so Alan came into bed with that going on. But anyway, so we did a sleep, she just basically, I'm going to do a sleep test. And it's called, what's it called, honey? You know the name of it.
Night Owl.
Night Owl. And I think you have to be prescribed it or something by a doctor because I have a code. I've got to download the app. I've got to wear this little, it's not just the app. You have to wear a little thing on your index finger. And she wants to see how I sleep. Am I snoring? Am I sleeping? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Am I snoring? Am I, sleeping through the night? What's happening? But she did say on some of these apps, they are very sensitive, if you know what I mean. They pick up everything. Not just that. If you get frisky, all of it, it's just a recording and it'll turn on when it hears something. So I assured her there would be no danger of that. But we also have to sleep separately for a few nights. We have to sleep separately for a few nights for this sleep study.
We do?
You were in the room, Alan.
I know, but I was confused most of the day today. I think it was what? What did you say?
As you are.
What does that mean?
As you are, often you are confused.
I think it was all those cheese puffs I ate.
Maybe. Anyway. So I'm going to do that. We'll see how it goes. We'll find out if I have sleep apnea or if I purr. I prefer to say I don't snore. I probably most likely purr. Alan did recreate my snoring for Dr. Ty because she asked him because I don't know. I said, Dr. Ty, how would I know how I snore? I can only go by what Alan tells me I
can try to recreate it here on the podcast.
Try.
Audio.
And then there will be the visual
There will be
element.
video too. Yeah.
But describe it for those who don't have the ability to watch the video. They're like, I don't subscribe to any social media whatsoever. I'm just going to hear it on the podcast. So describe it as you're reenacting it.
Well, Kelly, when she doesn't snore very often, and she doesn't do the sawing logs. It's more
choking.
And the choking. I haven't noticed that. Now we're going to get to the bottom of that. But she usually does it when she's on her back.
Or I'm sick.
Yeah. And then her lower jaw goes back like way into her neck like this. And then.
Oh, it's not that loud. You did not do it that loud. Okay, you're exaggerating. You did not do it that loud in the office today. You didn't do it that loud. But see, that's more of a purr.
It sounds like a dragon.
It's more of a purr. A dragon purr.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it.
Not that loud.
And don't tell me, how would you know? You wouldn't know.
Because in the office today, you weren't that loud.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You're doing it for comedic effect now.
We're gonna get it on the Snore Lab app.
We'll see.
And then we're going to play it for everybody. And then we're going to compare the two.
And she wants me to do it while I have the cold and then do it again when I don't. So we got to get this thing set up if we're going to do it tonight. I'm not sure. I've already had a night, y'all. Before we did the podcast, I'm trying to get a load of laundry out of the dryer and then another load of wet stuff in the dryer so it can be dry by the time we're done with the podcast. Because yes, I am a regional radio star. I am a podcast host. And yet I have to do laundry. Because it's got to get done. So anyway, I'm hanging up stuff and 2 of my hangers fell behind the dryer. I'm like, crap, I need to get these hangers. I don't want to. So I pull the dryer out. Dryers are very lightweight. The washing machine is heavy.
They're not as heavy as a washer.
The washing machine's heavy. So I just pull the dryer out and I pull it out so far so I can get back there because this was the compromise I made in getting this house. I did not get the luxury dream laundry room that I wanted. I got just a shotgun laundry room. I pull it out, and that soft metal, what is that tube called that hooks to the wall in the dryer?
Dryer hose.
The dryer vent hose?
Vent, yeah.
Whatever, that metal collapsible
It's always
thing.
real dusty.
It pulled away from the dryer. And I didn't want to bother Alan because I didn't want to hear it.
I was just sitting here getting ready for the podcast.
And I didn't want to hear it.
What do you mean you don't want to hear it?
I just didn't want you to say,
what would I say?
I don't know what you would say, but I didn't want to hear what you had to say. So I was like, I'm going to fix
Maybe
this
I'd
myself.
just go in there and fix it.
Maybe you would have.
Maybe if you had said, hey, honey.
Maybe you would have.
I would have just gone in there and fixed it.
Maybe you would have.
Like I do everything else around here. Fix it. Everything else is broken around here. When you
going to fix that smoke detector? If the house catches fire, it's been 6 months. And it's still not replaced. When are you going to do that?
I need a really tall ladder.
Yeah, okay.
I need a better ladder
All
for
right.
that.
So anyway, I said, I'm just going to take care of it. So I go and the little screw is so tight. I'm like, I got to go out in the garage and get one of Alan's screwdrivers. So I do that. And then I get back there and I'm such an angle and I'm wearing a sweatshirt because I was so cold earlier today. And I'm like sweating and I'm upside down, bent over. And I start having like a little panic attack because I'm getting so hot and I'm covered in dust from back there. And I finally manage, right when I finally fix it, Alan's coming back there. What the heck are you doing back here? We got a podcast to do. And I'm like at my wit's end at this point. I've been fixing the dryer because I didn't want to bother you. I did it myself. Anyway, so that's what I was doing right before I came on the podcast. And I really don't even know why I went off of that tangent.
I don't either. But my most important question in all of this is when you took the tool out of the garage.
I have not put it back yet, but I will.
Was it replaced?
No.
Number one. And number two, was it replaced where it was taken from?
I will put it back where it was taken from. You got the little hanging thing on the wall.
Because I know where everything
I will put it back
in there.
Or you can put it back for me since you want to do so much for me.
You could ask me where anything is in there, and I don't even have to go out there.
You can't find Dr. Ty's house office,
but you can find
a screwdriver.
I can find a screwdriver in my
and you got
cave.
Like 200 screwdrivers out there.
Well,
anyway,
you need lots of tools.
So that's what's been going on at our house today. It's just been a mess. My nose is running. I got phlegm in my lungs.
Y'all complain too much. Y'all bicker too much. Complain too much.
I snore.
You snore too much.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, honey. Okay, are you familiar with Gen Alpha?
No.
Okay, there was Gen Z.
I stopped keeping track at the millennials.
Gen Z is my daughter, Emma Kelly.
Okay.
And Gen Z is Cole.
He is?
What year was Dylan born?
12.
Okay, Dylan is Gen Alpha.
Get out of here. Is he really?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
So Gen Z was born starting in 1997.
Is that after the millennials?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Yeah. Then it's Gen Z, and then now it's Gen Alpha. That's the kids who were born from 2010 up until now, okay? This is the first generation born entirely in the 21st century.
Oh, okay.
They have been completely immersed in social media, technology. They are that generation. For better, for worse, it is what it is. So anyway, there's a lot of Gen Alpha slang that's been going around. And if you don't have children of this age group or you don't teach children of this age group, you might not be familiar with some of the slang that's being tossed around. You're like, what the heck is this 6'7" thing? Right? Have you been hearing that?
I've heard it.
6'7", 6'7", and absolutely, it's now to the point where it's just like, it's not even cute. It was cute for a minute. I think the kids think it's cute because they know something the older adults don't know. But once they realize we all know what it means, maybe they'll stop. And this is my public service to you, Gen Alpha slang. So anyway, this is the one that's most pervasive right now. How did it start?
Yeah,
How did it start?
I would like to know this. Yeah.
All right.
I would like to know this.
So let's see. It's basically, as with many, I found this article, as with many of Gen Alpha's slang terms, it's devolved into being this nonsensical phrase just to yell out at any given time, disrupting the classroom, at a sporting event, in the mall, whatever, and other kids at that age think it's hilarious. It does have an origin story. Mr. Lindsay is a teacher and TikTok content creator. He posts videos decoding Gen Alpha slang. And he said this term initially started in a rap song called Doot Doot.
Duke Doot?
Doot Doot. D-O-O-T. D-O-O-T. Doot Doot.
Doot Doot?
By Skrilla.
Doot Doot by
Doot
Skrilla?
Doot by Skrilla.
Okay, all right.
So in the song, for whatever reason...
Give us some.
I don't know it. But for whatever reason, Doot Doot has the phrase 6-7 repeated over and over and over again.
We should do a picking and grinning Doot Doot.
What they do on TikTok is they take these little sound bites, right? There's just like a little viral clip. And they'll say, if you're a social media, if you're on it all, they'll say, use this sound bite. It's trending. Post anything with it and you'll get more clicks and followers. So people started using this 6-7 little clip to start going with NBA clips. Because the guys in there are all like 6'7", right?
And taller.
Yeah. Especially they were using LaMelo Ball because he is exactly 6'7".
LaMelo Ball?
Yeah. The Ball brothers, right? There's two of them, right? Aren't the Ball brothers? There's two of them.
Well, you've got, hold on. This is good. You've got LaMelo, you've got LiAngelo, and you've got, there's one other brother.
Yeah, they're Ball brothers. I don't know.
And then the dad is LeVar.
Yeah.
Now, the question I've always asked is, if you send a Christmas card, if they send a Christmas card out, what do they say?
Merry Christmas from the Balls. Is that it? Because I know this is a running joke with you and Dill. Did I say it right?
Well, you got to change your voice.
Why would I?
Well,
their last name is Ball.
Because we're going to take that clip.
Go ahead. Do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
Anyway, now... Adriana Laplander, she's a 6th grade language arts teacher in Michigan. She said she's been teaching for more than 20 years. She has dealt with all sorts of slang, but nothing has made her more nuts than this one. She posted a TikTok of her explaining to the kids in her class the phrase will no longer be allowed in her classroom. We are not saying the words 6-7 anymore. If you do, you have to write a 67-word essay about what the word 67 means. And if you do it again, another 67-word essay. And after 5 times, if you're still saying 67 in this classroom, your essay is going to bump up to 670 words. It's just annoying. Another one they said last year, it seemed like everywhere you went, it was skibbity. Skibbity, skibbity. Remember that? That's from some like video, a skibbity toilet or something. I remember Northwest, Kanye and Kim's now, I think, 12-year-old daughter, gave her mother for her birthday a diamond encrusted necklace that said skibbity. And Kim Kardashian was expected to wear that because her daughter gave it to her. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Now you know the origin story of 6-7.
Now you know, but you know what, babe? You know, I don't pay too much attention to this kind of stuff. Every generation has its language that annoys the older generation.
Yeah.
Like here we are now. We're sitting here like, oh, this is so annoying. This annoys us, Gen Xers. Like we had our own lingo and it annoyed the hell out of the baby boomers.
But we didn't yell it out in classes.
Did we not?
No, we didn't. We had more respect for our elders. No, we didn't yell it. But we had our slang like gnarly. I guess I can't think of anything right now.
Well, the 80s, all the 80s slang.
Yeah, gnarly, rad, tubular.
Gag me with a spoon.
Gag me, yeah.
That's all the Valley Girl stuff.
Yeah, anyway. So there you go. Hopefully that was helpful. I try to help.
Very helpful, babe. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Very good stuff.
Good.
You got anything else?
I always have something else.
Well, no, I
like to leave room for you.
I had a couple of things. So a couple of podcasts ago, we did interesting stuff. There was one that I don't know how this slipped because this is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. Have you heard of Stephanie Matto?
I don't know. You have to tell me why.
M-A-T-T-O.
Tell me why I would have heard of her.
Well, she's a social media influencer. Yes. She claims that she's made over $100,000 selling her...
Please be careful. Is it her toots?
Farts.
Yeah, toots. Yeah, I've heard of...
In a jar.
Yeah.
To strangers.
Yeah.
Stephanie says she gets bombarded with requests almost every day and struggles to keep up with demand. I read this and I'm just like, I have so many questions. So many questions. Where should I start? Number one, she struggles to keep up with demand.
Well, you have to produce enough gas.
Okay. Even
you could give her some tips on that.
I tooted.
Okay.
So even before that, she struggles to keep up with demand. If you're generating that much demand, how are you, I'm thinking from a marketing and business perspective, how are you advertising that? Like, how are you putting that product out there? Like, this is what I have for you.
That's an OnlyFans probably account where they do things for money, and it's usually very perverted and sexual things, right? So at some point, I'm sure there are people who have fetishes, and maybe that started off.
There are.
Maybe it started off as a joke. My question would be, does she have to, like, okay, Bob in Des Moines wants this jar, so does she have to somehow verify this is legit? Because she could buy toot spray. You can buy that stuff. She could put a little toot spray in a jar.
We've talked about that.
So does she have to prove in some way, verify, just like you do at an auction? I went to a charity auction one time, and there was a Troy Aikman signed something or other, poster or picture.
Pal,
and I was like, that is not Troy Aikman's autograph. And I knew it. And I DM'd him on Instagram.
Dime.
And he verified, that is not my signature.
Did he really? He said,
yes,
that's not mine?
Said, that's not my signature. So you have to, or if you're exchanging money especially, because what if a man comes back to her, I'm assuming these are all men, there could be a random stray woman that likes the idea of a jar of toot from this particular person. What if they say, I'm suing you now for $200 million because you lied to me, this is not your real toot, and now I've suffered emotional distress. People can do that. So she has to probably cover her bases and film her. I'm just saying, she probably has to do something like that.
So she has to film herself?
I'm saying in order to verify that this is an actual thing. Otherwise, she could just be sitting around and just sending them empty jars and say, oh, it dissipated by the time it got to you or whatever. Or spray a little can of in there and send it.
Okay, so another question I have is it packaged? Like, it's not just a mason jar, right?
Well, I would imagine.
Doesn't it like maybe have her like logo on it or the business name or her OnlyFans link or something?
Maybe.
Do you think it's packaged like she...
You can buy those stickers and just slap them on any jar, you know.
Like, how much do you put into this business? I'm wondering.
Well, if she's making $100,000, I mean, it would be interesting to see her ROI.
I just don't know how you keep up with demand.
I just can't imagine a world where there is demand for it. But unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
Oh, babe. Babe.
You can't scroll your phone for more than 30 seconds without seeing somebody talking about GLP-1s. Maybe you've been close to trying them, but you're not a needle person, or maybe you're looking for a natural alternative. Well, let me introduce you to our podcast sponsor, Veracity. Their Metabolism Ignite. It's a natural plant-based GLP-1 alternative that is doctor recommended and clinically proven to help reduce hunger. Just 2 capsules with breakfast every morning. It's all you need. And one of the first things I noticed was I wasn't thinking about food all day, that food noise you always are constantly battling. Metabolism Ignite has no allergens, no caffeine, no negative side effects, and we love that. It's shown to reduce hunger by 85% and clinically proven to help lose an average of 9 pounds in 90 days. We really love that. Look, this stuff is sold out 10 times for a reason. So before it sells out again, make the switch to GLP-1s the natural way. Head to veracityhealth.co and use sandwich for up to 65% off your order. Once again, that's VERACITY health.co for up to 65% off. Make sure you use our promo code SANDWICH so they know we sent you. Now that I've reached a certain age, I realize how much my sleep affects me and everybody around me. It affects my energy, my mood, my patience. And I've also learned that I don't need to waste a lot on fancy sleep gadgets because one of the best things I've done is upgrade to Boll and Branch sheets. I noticed the difference from night one. They are incredibly soft, so breathable. It's because Boll and Branch's sheets are made with 100% organic cotton that's woven specifically for airflow. Now I don't wake up feeling hot with sheets sticking to my legs anymore. My sheets keep me cool and comfortable all night long. And they've actually gotten softer with every wash. They even did a survey of their customers. 94% of them said the same thing. I love my Boll and Branch sheets, and honestly, I can't imagine ever going back to any other bedding. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/sandwich with code SANDWICH. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/sandwich. Code SANDWICH to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/sandwich, code SANDWICH. Exclusions apply. I think everybody's had that moment where they say, I should start my own business. Now, maybe you've got an amazing hot sauce recipe, or you've gotten really great at making candles or jewelry, and all your friends keep telling you you should sell that stuff. Well, what's stopping you? If you've been sitting on a business idea, Shopify makes it easy to make it happen. Everything you need to start selling is included and ready from day one. When your first customer is ready to buy, Shopify checkout helps more people actually complete the purchase. And when they come back, their information's already saved. So checkout is quick and easy. One tap and they're done. Shopify handles all the technical stuff too, the setup and checkout, so you can spend your time growing your business and doing what you actually love. It's no wonder Shopify powers millions of businesses around the world, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to small businesses just getting started like yours. With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business, so go make it one. Start your free trial at shopify.com/sandwich. That's shopify.com/sandwich. One more time, shopify.com/sandwich.
What could we sell that's not that would be of demand?
Sandwiches and 11 hats.
We tried that.
And we sold out. We sold out.
Well, we also didn't have a lot. You know,
we had a lot of them.
We had, but we gave a lot away.
Yeah, we gave a lot away.
Our,
we did.
Podcast family vacation trips. But then we had, a few dozen left. We did sell them. Hey, I've wanted to do merch and have a little merch store. We could set it up, but I don't know if there is enough demand for it. But I will tell you, a sandwich and some 11 merchandise are great conversation starters.
They're probably collector's items now because we haven't done very much.
Yeah.
The stuff that we have had, is that even a sentence? The stuff that we've offered,
yeah,
it's sold or we've given it
we
away
have none
or
left.
We don't have anything.
We literally have zero.
I still use
merch.
Well, I have some around here somewhere.
Our
I still
pens?
use our pens. Our pens are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if there's a demand for it, we'll get some more. So if you would like to demand something of myself or Alan or podcast merch, please let us know. You can email us anytime, podcast@kellyanallen.com. You can slide into my DMs. I'm at Kelly Raspberry on Instagram, at Kelly Raspberry Evans on Facebook. I'll be honest, I don't check Facebook messages. I really don't understand. They've messed it up so bad, I can't find anything on there anymore. When I go to the message center on Facebook, it's very confusing. So it's easier to DM me on Instagram. You have a better chance of me seeing it there.
You know what would be a funny bit, just back to our merch.
Or email us. That's the easiest.
Is if we just sold jars, like small, clear baby food jars, just with our logo on it. But we didn't say what's in it.
It's a mystery jar?
It's a mystery jar. You could use it for storage. You could keep it closed forever. Or you could open it and then, I don't know.
See what smell comes out?
See what smell comes out.
Maybe it'd be you just burp into them and belch and lurch after all your smoked cheese puffs. It'd be a Smoky. Oh, it's like Guess What Allen Ate. That could be the mystery jar.
Wow.
Based on what your burp smells like. I'd rather have a jar of burp than a jar of toot.
You know, I just feel like we've done 600 something podcasts and I've been beat up on a lot of them. I mean, I won't say like all of them because I do my share of dishing it out too. But I feel like this one.
No.
Oh.
This isn't bad.
I've gotten like, you're like.
This isn't bad.
We're like in an MMA fight right now, and you've got me against the cage.
I'm winning,
and you're just giving me the elbow, like
So I'm winning,
and then the ref comes in. He's trying to break it up. You know,
I like that.
That's what's happening right now.
That. Okay,
I'll take it. I'm just too tired to fight back.
All right. Well, this weekend, Tommy Jean's coming to town, honey, and she's coming. She comes this time of year every year, usually around Halloween. She's coming in just a tad earlier this year because it worked out. She's coming to her very first swap party. It's time for is it semi-annual and you do it twice a year? Is that semi-annual? That's semi-annual, right?
Is semi-annual or biannual?
Is biannual every 2 years and semi-annual is twice a year, I think. I think that's how it goes.
Seems like this is something we should know.
Anyway, we do it at the change of seasons, usually the major seasons from summer to fall. And then from winter to spring, you know, when you're really putting away your summer clothes and dragging out your fall and winter stuff, even though it still feels like summer in Texas. I'm so bummed to hear we're supposed to have a warmer than usual winter. I really am bummed about that. But hopefully my pretend boyfriend, Pete Delkus, is wrong, the weatherman on Channel 8, and it will be a little colder than that. But anyway, Tommy Jean's coming in for it, so that's really fun. So I've been gathering stuff. Alan's gathering stuff for the swap party.
And the men's stuff, just putting a little feeler out there to those of you who listen who are attending the swap party. The men's stuff is very popular because there's not much of it.
No, there's not much of it.
And my stuff in particular is very popular.
Well, you have gotten rid of so much stuff over the years. You don't have a lot left
I'm
to get rid of.
I'm going to be giving away some stuff because did you notice what's made a reappearance here in the last couple of weeks?
You're wearing an Ed Hardy t-shirt. Alan, when he goes...
I'm bringing them back into the rotation.
He goes through phases where he's obsessed about an Ed Hardy t-shirt or a Harley Davidson t-shirt, and then he just starts collecting them till he has like 50. So that's not an exaggeration. So, well, yeah, you've gotten rid of a few over the years. So these are your favorites?
Yeah. So I'm going to be getting rid of... not getting rid of. I'm going to be donating or whatever.
Well, you donate them to the swap. And
donating a lot of Harley stuff this time.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes.
Because what is not swapped gets donated to charity.
That's right.
And so Tommy Jean is very excited about that. She's coming for the first time. And then I've got a week of keeping Tommy Jean entertained. Now, you tend to take off when Tommy Jean comes, not because he does not like Tommy Jean.
No.
But it gives him an excuse to leave me.
Well, no.
Not that he doesn't like me.
Y'all are doing, like, what am I going to do?
But I'm saying, it gives you an excuse to go off on a motorcycle adventure without the guilt of leaving me at home.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying it in a negative way.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it in a positive way because you want to go on a motorcycle adventure, but now you don't have the guilt of me being home by myself with the dogs, which, by the way, I love because me and Larry and Zoe have a sleepover party every night in my bed, and they love it, and I love it. And then Daddy comes home and it's ruined. So anyway, so I got to find things to do with Tommy Jean. So that'll be fun.
That's because Alpha Wolf sleeps in Alpha Wolf's bed.
Well, it used to be when you let Zoe sleep with us, it was so sweet.
Yeah,
she would curl up with me. She'd like, I'd curl up in a ball on my right, and she'd like sleep in that little curve of my lap.
Numbnuts up there, and he's making his weasel noises, and then they fight.
Nope. They do not.
They fight.
You stop letting Zoe sleep. They do not, because Zoe gets up in the middle of the night every night, flaps her ears, and jumps back in bed, and it disrupts your precious sleep.
And they fight.
They don't. Once they fight once, then they're over it.
Y'all.
Because Zoe's a jerk.
Y'all fight.
We're not fighting. I hope people don't think we're fighting. We're not fighting.
Oh, they 100% think we're fighting.
I don't think we're fighting.
No. Okay, babe. We need to bring it home for Jerome, perhaps?
We can, because we were on with Dr. Suzanne Ty last week, we failed to do our Cowboys predictions, which I know y'all are all so devastated about.
Yeah, well, I want to get everybody caught up on that real quick. But how did I want to say this? Vulnerable, intimate AE for a second. For reals. Vulnerable, intimate AE. So I was at Starbucks the other day, and I have a friend, and you know this friend very well, babe. Her name is Mackenzie. And we have this bit where we've always, I worked with her years ago, and we went to her wedding, remember? And we've always had this bit where if our names get spelled wrong on the Starbucks cup, she'll send me a picture of hers and I'll send her a picture of mine because our names frequently get misspelled. There's you probably, listener, know somebody named Mackenzie. There's literally a dozen ways to spell Mackenzie. Yeah. So her name is always getting butchered. My name's always getting butchered. We think it's a funny bit. Well, they're doing this thing at Starbucks now where they're writing these little positive affirmations on your drinks, which I think is cool. So I get a venti black tea iced with 2 Splendas, and the barista wrote, "Have a brewtiful day." Brewtiful day.
Brewtiful.
Yes, on my cup. So they didn't misspell my name, but I sent this to Mackenzie. And I hadn't talked to her in a year. I don't know. It's been a long time.
It's been a long run of getting your name spelled right, I guess.
Yeah, we've just kind of haven't talked in a while. But we just started going back and forth. And she says, "How's life?" And I got to thinking, I'm like,
how is life?
People ask that a lot,
How's life?
So I thought I'd be honest with her. I said, you know what, Mackenzie? Some of it's good, some of it's bad. And that's life. I guess that's life. I'd say most of it's good, but not all of it's good.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of people that if you think about it, a lot of times somebody say, "Hey, how you doing?" "Good. I'm doing great. Thanks." But are you really? Like if you start really thinking about it, think about your life. How are you doing? Is it okay?
Are you having a brewtiful day?
Right. Are you doing okay? So because Mackenzie and I are friends, I just thought I'd be honest with her. I'm doing okay, but then some parts of my life, I'm not doing okay. It's not good. And she, you know what she said? And people don't do this very often. She goes, "How can I pray for you?"
Jerry Raspberry does that.
And I was like,
yeah.
It just hit me. I'm like, wow. Yeah. I don't know that anyone, I can't remember. I'm sure somebody has offered to do that for me. But today
it was impactful.
But that's the first thing she said is, "How can I pray for you?" And I'm like, wow, Mackenzie. Now, I don't want to get into all the gory details of everything I told her, but I just kind of told her what's going on, and she wrote me this beautiful long prayer that I sat there and read in Starbucks, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like beautiful, and it made me feel better. So I told her that was very nice, and it's kind of like I was telling that story of me and my friend Todd, not keeping up and how good that made me feel to reconnect. There's so many people in your life that you meet along the way, and it's just a shame sometimes you're not able to see those people as much as you'd like. And when you do reconnect, there was a reason y'all were friends, because of things like that.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was, I'm being open and introspective.
And
vulnerable AE.
Jerry Raspberry.
I thought that was very, very nice.
My dad does this when we go out to eat at restaurants. He always, he says grace, and I've fallen out of that practice of doing that. We used to always do that, but we go to a restaurant. What he'll do is when the server comes over, he says, "We're about to bless our meal. Is there anything I can pray for you about?" And it's just a simple thing, because I know a lot of times people are like, as Christians, you're supposed to demonstrate God's love and witness and like that. But that's such a simple, nice way. And I've never seen anybody be offended. They're always like, "That's so sweet." Some people will say, "No, I'm doing really good, but thank you." But sometimes people are like Allen, "You know what? I do have this going on and I really appreciate it." So that's something really nice you could do too, because it made you feel good, didn't it?
It made me feel really good.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, when I was in Sturgis this year, I remember crossing the street. I was walking across the street with Patrick, and a guy was handing out these little silver crosses. And he was just spreading the gospel, and I guess he figures that's a good place to do it.
All you heathen motorcycle guys.
No, he was great though, and he was a rider too. But he said, "Can we say a prayer?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Let's do it." So right there, standing in the middle of the street, it was a blocked off street, but we all just stood there and said a prayer. And it's amazing how good that makes you feel sometimes.
Yeah. The power of prayer, y'all. This is something that happened to, I don't know if you listen to the Kid Craddock Morning Show. This is really amazing what happened. So we're doing this, we did this contest before. It's called Win Kelly's Cash. And, I was like, "No, I don't want to give away my money." And so the whole bit is I try to bribe you into not taking my money. So I offer really random, silly things because you have the chance to win up to $5,000. Now, it can be any dollar amount. It can be $30. It can be $400. It can be $5,000. But it's always, or it can be a gag prize. So anyway, this morning on the Kid Craddock Morning Show, it's now morphed into JC's jackpot. Because I was like, enough Kelly's Cash. Let's now we're spreading it out. I don't know what would be Big Al's bank vault. That
Yeah,
could be Big Al's bank
that's
vault.
good.
It could be Anna's ATM. Anna's ATM.
Look at you. Those are really good.
We've already used JC's jackpot. We'd have to think of something for part-time Justin's paycheck. Part-time's paycheck. How about that? Anyway, so today for JC's jackpot, we all have to come up with suggestions, like just funny, simple things that are relevant to our character. And so y'all know I did I dyed my hair that red velvet.
Yeah.
I have another box of it. So one of my bribes was you can have my other box of red velvet hair dye. Another one of my bribes was you can have one of Connie Raspberry's macaroni cheese casserole dishes prepared by Connie Raspberry herself. That's my kind of bribes. And then I also said, you can be on Jerry Raspberry's prayer list because my daddy, we always say, people always, when seriously, people know my daddy's a very strong man of faith. He prays a lot and he testifies all the time. When there is somebody that I know that has a very serious problem going on, they come to me and say, can you please get your dad to pray? Because they really, they believe he has some extra connection to God when really we all have the same connection as Christians, right? But people really like it when Jerry Raspberry prays for him. So I said, you can have a spot on Jerry Raspberry's prayer list. So that was the bribe that came up today. And the woman started saying, because they don't know what the jackpot amount is. Once you accept the bribe or the cash, then you find out how much it is. She's like, well, let me think about it. And we thought she was playing along with the bit. And we're like, that's really hard. What are you going to choose? Jerry Raspberry's got a direct line to God. Is it going to be Christ or the cash? We're all thinking she's playing along. She chose to be on my daddy's prayer list.
Wow.
Over the cash, not knowing what that dollar amount is. And I know what it was going to be, and I'm not going to say it here because I don't want that to change the story in any way. But people were blown away that she would rather risk losing up to $5,000 to be on a prayer list. That's how much people are struggling now.
That's a big deal.
Point. That's a big deal.
No,
people
really
are hurting
is.
and struggling and looking for answers. So that's the power of prayer. I just thought that was really amazing.
That is really amazing.
And I told my daddy about it, and he was saying something like, we hope people weren't, making fun of her for that. I said, absolutely not. It was the exact opposite. Everybody was so blown away that she did that and saying the same thing, that she's going to be blessed more because of that choice than by what she would have gotten if she took the money.
I'd hate to think that somebody would be ashamed of that.
No, not ashamed, but making fun of it. Like, I wouldn't choose that. I wouldn't choose prayer or cash.
That's what I'm saying. But making somebody ashamed of doing something like
making
that.
fun of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, everybody was just like, wow, that was really amazing. So anyway, we're going to be following up with her and getting her on Daddy's prayer list.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm just glad Mackenzie made you feel that way. That's very sweet.
Yeah, it was great. Maybe someday I'll read the prayer, because if I tried to read it tonight, I'd probably be a blubbering idiot.
It's too close to home.
It was very nice. It was a very nice prayer.
Maybe once the season of turmoil has passed.
Yeah. We need to get everybody caught up real quick. So
yeah, I thought that's where we were going. I'm sorry.
Both of us last week, we picked the Cowboys to beat the Carolina Panthers, and we went to a watching party with a bunch of our friends. Remember?
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was fun, but the game was just not exciting.
Cowboys lost, so we both missed that one. Okay, so we both picked the Cowboys. We both missed. This week, we didn't get to do our predictions on the podcast because we were with Dr. Ty last week. But right before the game started, I texted Kelly and I said, we got to make our picks. Kelly picked...
No, you picked first.
Okay, I picked Washington.
He picked the score like Washington
20-19.
20-19. And I just wrote back because I'm like, I don't have time to do this. I said Cowboys 20-19.
The score doesn't really matter.
I know, but that's what happened. So he picked Washington 2019. I said, okay, Cowboys 2019.
You think about the score too much.
Then don't ask me to pick scores. Then just say pick who's winning.
We're picking winners.
Okay, from now on I'm just picking winners.
Yeah, and
I pick Cowboys.
Okay, but Kelly picked the... Are we going to do this 17 games? Where I tell you that the score doesn't matter?
No, now I know. Now I'm not ever doing the score again. Then why did you give me a score?
Okay, then I'll do the score. Because I want to see how close I get to the score.
Well, then why are you telling me it doesn't matter now?
It doesn't matter because we're picking just who's right and wrong on the games. But don't you want to see if you can predict the score correctly?
I'm terrible. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay, whatever. That's not a hill I'm going to die on. But So I missed it 2 weeks in a row, and Kelly got it. So this is the first week.
I've pulled ahead.
You've pulled ahead. You're one game ahead. You've picked 1, 2, 3, 4 correctly, and I've only picked 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, sorry. 1, 2, 3 correctly. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So you're up 4-3.
We finally just chose differently because we have to do
Somebody
that.
has to choose differently.
And so I chose to go the different route.
Okay, this week you've got your Dallas Cowboys coming off that great game. That game versus Washington was amazing. 44-22. They whooped them. Mm-hmm. They absolutely whooped them. Held them by the nose, kicked them in the rear end. This week you've got your Dallas Cowboys going to the Denver Broncos.
How are the Broncos doing
this
year?
This is in Denver. Denver's pretty good this year. I can't remember their record. I want to say they're 4-2 or something like that.
Who's predicted to win?
I don't even know that. I don't know. I haven't seen the line. All I know is how the Cowboys are playing. The only other stat I can give you, the last time Dallas beat Denver, 1995.
Oh, wow. So who are you picking? I'll let you go first.
And then Denver has won the last 7 in a row. Mm-hmm. Not that matters because they're old teams. All those players are all gone. It's just like it doesn't matter, but that's the trend. I'm taking your Dallas Cowboys, even though I can't pick a game right. I'm going to pick your Dallas Cowboys. They're going to score a lot of points. I'm going to say 40-30.
Okay, I'm just going to be opposite and pick the other team.
You're picking Denver.
Well, because we have to do that.
No, we don't. No, you have the lead now.
I'm picking the
So
other
if you
team.
pick the exact team I did for the rest of the year, you'd win.
I know, but I want to make it more interesting.
Okay.
So I picked the other team with no score because you just told me scores don't matter.
You're going to pick against your Cowboys.
No, I'm picking against you.
No, you're going to pick. You're taking Denver.
Yeah, against you, so we can have a chance of being different.
Wow.
You see my logic?
No, I don't see your logic in picking football games whatsoever, but it's fine.
Well, that makes sense to me. And I honestly don't care by how much they win or lose because you just told me it does not matter.
It does matter to me.
Well, there you go. I pick the other team.
This is like arguing with you about a number of things that don't matter in the grand scheme of things, i.e., what direction the air is pointing in the car, i.e., do you put it on auto or not? A lot of air conditioning issues around here that cause a lot of harumphing, but not a lot of outcome resolution, and just a lot of discussion. That's this now. This is morphing into that.
Okay. It's the new AC.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see who's right and who pull. Either we'll be back tied or I'll pull ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we got to go because the night air is starting to make me want to cough more. So it's a good time to wrap up.
This is also an interesting time of year for sports fans because you've got all the 4 sports are getting ready to be played at one time.
Oh yeah, I'm getting burned out on football.
I'm
truly getting burned out.
How can you get?
It's too much.
A
Sunday morning game in London, which is boring and pointless because the fans don't get it.
They enjoy it.
There's no cheering. It's just a game. It's just pointless. Then you got all day Sunday night, and now you got 2 Monday night games, which is absurd and obscene at the same time. Then you've got Thursday night football. And then is there any games on Friday night? I'm not sure. Then we got all day Saturday with college. It's just too much. Yeah. And now you got basketball. We're actually recording this podcast a little earlier than usual so Alan can watch the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavs tip off tonight. Go Mavs. Hey, I'm for all the...
And we got some new kid that's supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
That draft pick.
Cooper Flag. Yeah.
He's supposed to be really good. I heard he's really good.
That dude from Duke. All right, but we're not going to pick Mavs games because picking basketball games is hard. I've tried that before.
I'm much better at picking football teams.
Yeah, it's amazing though. Like, just real quick, all we're doing is trying to pick the winner, and even that is hard. Can you imagine doing this for a living, like trying to do it against the line, like a lot of professional gamblers do?
There's a method to it and a math to it, but I don't understand it.
There's no way to beat Vegas, though. There's no way. Look, we can't even pick the right game, much less do it with a point spread. Yeah. So
what's a point spread? I don't know.
What's a point spread?
Okay,
we'll do that another podcast. All right, babe. I love you desperately.
I love you.
Love our listeners desperately.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. We always get in trouble for not reminding you about that.
At A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. We've got an Instagram for the podcast. Kelly is at Kelly Raspberry. I'm at the Alonzo 1971. We got the Facebook. I love low and slow hickory smoked barbecue rub cheese puffs.
The ones you had last night were the jalapeno flavor.
I had the jalapeno.
Very
I
good.
ate the entire bag, all 900 calories.
Maybe they'd like to sponsor our podcast. As of right now, hashtag not an ad.
Yeah, good call. And I love my friend Mackenzie desperately. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.